Hey. I'm one of those people that I never actually look in the camera, so I feel really weird when I do look in the camera. I should probably start looking in the camera when I talk to you guys, huh? Instead of talking to the little picture over there in the side. Hi guys, so this week's look is a tribal edgy kind of look. So yeah, I know it's been 2 weeks since I posted and I'm really sorry. I started filming to post last week because I was in vacation at Acadia National Park, and 2 days into my trip I actually had to go and get treated for strep throat for the second time this year already. I'm so glad I'm back home in Maine where I can get diseases every other day. Woo. So anyway, this is just my take on some what happens when you have a basic idea, which was I knew I wanted to put a line across here. That's the only idea I had. From there on, I just kind of wung it. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get right into how to get this edgy tribal feeling look. I hope you enjoy. So I've already completed my face. I'm gonna go ahead and jump right in with some black liner underneath my eyes. And after you've done that, go ahead and take an angled brush and just kind of blend out that liner so it's not too harsh. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my liquid liner, and this is going to be our line straight across the face. I found the easiest way to do this, especially if you have very uneven eyes like I do, is to create a point on the inner corners of either eye, and then to go ahead and pick a reference point in the center where you believe they're going to meet. And then of course connect the dots. It's kind of that easy. The only issue becomes, of course, that you may have to thicken the line to kind of cheat a little bit on which side is a higher or a lower. But you can keep checking your mirror and making corrections as you go. And for the little embellishments down the nasal bone there, they actually were a mistake to begin with, but I kind of liked the way it looked, so I went with it. And then we're going to go ahead and take some masking tape, and looking as straight in the mirror as you can, because I know this is a little difficult on the side of your face, use that as a guide to continue the line. And I'm going to go ahead and take my NYX Smoky palette here and use that black shade on the same angled brush as before. And this is just I'm going to dab it on the liner to keep it set, and then drag it out across the top of the tape, just so I'm seeing my line, and so that we get a kind of a gradient when I do set the powder down on top of that. And then I'm going to go right back into the NYX palette, and I'm going to take the bronze shade this time with a kind of a stiff, fluffy brush. This is getting put all across the top of the line. Only on the top, which makes for lots of fun little hand motions. But this is going to be our first color base. And then we're going to go ahead and take this exceedingly old Wet n Wild palette and take the gold. Any shimmery gold will do, and we're going to blend this up from the line as well. I really loved the way the two colors worked together. They created this beautiful copper that just kind of like sparkled in the light. Make sure we're blending all of those together, and then we're going to make our official liquid liner line on top. And then for some extra embellishment, I decided to do these tiny little triangles, basically because they were an easy geometric shape to lay down. And that's all I did, is I actually used the line of the brush to create the lines and the lengths, and then I just filled them in with the liner. I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with some black liner. I used the smaller pencil to do the outlining, simply so I have a little bit of a sharper point. This pencil was pretty dull. Before I go ahead and use a NYX Jumbo pencil in Black Bean to fill out the edges. And if you're anything like me and have had coffee and nothing to eat in the morning and thus shaky hands, you might have to fix some mistakes. Before taking your NYX Liquid Suede and putting that in the middle to create this really nice ombre effect. And then I went and took the gold pigment from before and put that right on my center lip. I love that shimmer so much. I loved it so much that I went ahead and used it for contour. It didn't turn out that bad. I actually really liked it. And then feeling a little ridiculously gold high, I went and took some more gold on my lashes. And then tried to fix that. It's impossible.
And there you have it. It's a pretty simple, straightforward look. You could do so many different color schemes. You could do more designs on your face. You could make it darker. You can make it lighter. You can make it silly. It's pretty simple, but I feel like a lot of the possibilities are kind of endless. Simply for personal preference, what you do for your hair, what you wear, what you do for colors. It can be really dark, like I feel like this turned out, or it could be really bright. Whatever. I kind of want to retry this in a completely opposite spectrum, as instead of being edgy tribal, be like bright tribal. I don't know. Next week's already underway. Hopefully we're back in the swing of it after my little hiccup with last week. If you guys have any suggestions, things you want to see, things you want help with, things you want to learn about, go ahead and comment below. I'll do my best to help you, just because I, like a year and a half ago, would have thought this was impossible. If you want to keep seeing more, go ahead and hit the subscribe. I'll see all of you next week, and thank you so much for watching. Oh. See, this is why I don't wear pretty lip stuff. I've always loved pretty lip stuff. I love it. But I don't do it because... Ready? Set. Go. I mean, I barely had any pressure on there, but I think this is the first time I've had crazy lips that it hasn't come off. I'm kind of impressed. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so impressed. This is why I love NYX.